American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for banners. Be cooling out in the whip, and I done there every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Spieth at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends, then invest in black businesses. It teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Renegade, 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 renegade.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in the hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. Put the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out. the 25-yard line. It's his first carry, and he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Love. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Hey, check 26. We are going.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he spins free. A dump underneath to Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 4 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hey, check 26. Kelly, on left, Kelly. We are going. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man on the crossing route. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, it's Love. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jake Ryan in there to make the sack. He buried carries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, here's Love. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Chester Rogers, 40 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now it's Rodgers trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Rodgers to his tight end Graham on a big one. 42 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Anthony Walker coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Rodgers. And he finds his tight end Graham. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Danico Autry is in on the stop. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Right now, you got 58.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. Now a first down throw. Love looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Now Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, where are going? Teammate, down ball. 319.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He sets the, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st and 10, Locke. Eluding the pressure right. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jake Ryan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Here's Luck. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll run it with Williams. And some room to roam now. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I suspect this is one of those calls the defensive coordinator would love to have back.
Absolutely.
Feels like he took a bit of a gamble here. And I remember when I was playing, when we had a team really backed up, there was a talk about, let's go ahead and get upfield and get a safety. And sometimes that works against you because they really hit them big, didn't they?
They did. They were hoping for a couple yards of breathing room. They got a lot more than that. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, a guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Third and long. It's Locke. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Zoom. That's fine, yeah.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Here we go. 58. Jump out. Hey, where y'all going? Jump out.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Pack on third. 42 yards.
Okay, third and short, the mindset of the defense, probably playing the run first. But if you're playing any type of pass coverage, tight coverage, press coverage, and offenses often convert their routes to that.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 13-yard town. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he spins through. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Off of play action. Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 61 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now running right through it. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, it's Love. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Perry coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Love. He's going to look deep down the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here we go on 4th. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, where y'all going? Look at you.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Switch. Zoom.
Back now at Lambeau. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he takes a shot on on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin the drive with Hines, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, you got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Out of the gun, Luck. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hines. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now a carry from back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Now Mack. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt. Because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball in additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Luck now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Josh Jones in on the stop. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.